Well, today's kit for unboxings, a Spitfire, and a beautiful looking Spitfire at that. It's the Spitfire F Mark 9. It's in a scale of 1/72, and it's from Eduard, as you can see, and there it tells you it's the profipack edition. Very big box for a 1/72 scale kit. On this side you've gotten your kit number, which is 70122, obviously from Eduard, telling you their address, Czech Republic. 1/72, telling you it's a scale model kit for advanced modelers, made in Czech, and the date on it is 2022, so it's only last year this was done. So check. End of the box is just about the same as the other side. It's got a barcode for, obviously, but you've gotten 4 actual decal schemes, paint schemes. So you've got the first one, which is the Bernard Duperia. That's butchered that, but that's what it is, from RAF Biggin Hill, autumn 1942, 340 Squadron. That was squadron leader, by the way. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt these names. I'll just say it's the Polish Combat Team, Northern Africa, spring 1943 for that one. That looks really nice, that one. I do like that one as well, but I think it's the red nose on that catches my eye more. You've gotten the number 611 Squadron from Biggin Hill again, 1943, and then the last one is the airfield Tunisia, Las Sabala airfield, should I say, Tunisia, June 1943 as well. And again, just the scale and your item number. You will see, first off, you can see it there, this box has come crushed. Yeah. Now, I've not opened it to look in it. It's a big box, but yeah, it come crushed. So we're going to have to see what we've got inside, see if it's still okay. I'm hoping it is. But it is a big box, and I'm wondering why it's so big when it's 1/72, but we'll see when we get into this box now. First of all, you've got your instruction manual. Usually what you get off this is usual you get off Eduard. Big instruction manual, nice and coloured. We'll look at that in a sec. You've got a biggish sprue. Doesn't need to be a box like that though for a sprue like that. Look, we could knock a bird off of that box, but anyway, biggish sprue there, and you've got another one there, and there is spares by the looks. You've got replica ones there. Looks like you've just got your main fuselage is one, your wings are one, and then you've gotten some different whatever bits. You've gotten your instruments and stuff there on them ones. We've got, which I find is a little bit different, but the round clear sprue part piece, definitely different. We've got decal set. Because it's a profipack, you've also got maskings for the windscreens and other parts. And lastly, we've got a photo etch set, which is like, as they do, instrument panel and bits like that. We'll put that out of the way, we'll move all this over. First off, the instructions. Bit of a history on it. You've got there, it tells you about the early work, the catching up progress, the saviour, and the kit itself. Shows you the box art there again. I do like that box art, it's a very nice box art, it's a lovely drawn picture. You've got, on the first page of it, it's telling you your sprues, the parts. I believe the parts not for use in blue. You can see that is a lot of parts not being used, because they make these sprues, and they're for various variants of it. So you've got early ones, late ones, different canopies like that. That's why there's so many not used. You're starting with your seat, and I don't tend to put these photo etch parts in until near the end, because I like to paint everything up and then put my the photo etch on, but I like to paint it all towards the end as one. So anyway, seat there, this is all the different options you've got. If you don't want to use photo etch parts, you can just use decals, because they will give you, they always do. You've got a bit of detail there by the looks of it on the fuselage interior for where the cockpit is. The next page, if you're going to close it or open the cockpit, it's telling you there what to cut for closed canopy there. I will probably do mine open because I like to see the instrument panels and that, and the extra detail. Bringing the two fuselages together with the cockpit tub inside it. You've got then the wings. It's telling you if you want then for to put the external for extra fuel tanks. Sub-assembly, you're drilling these holes here. It's just so it can handle underneath. More putting the wings together. And you've got, it doesn't look like you get an engine with it now. So you've got covering up there, which is a shame, but it is 172. You've got putting elastic wing parts on, and then you're coming around for tail, then the underside for the different parts there, the air intakes, wheel assembly now. That's if you're doing it with the wheels down. I like to, but you can do it with the wheels up. Gives you a nice little drawing at the bottom showing you the slightly, well, they're nearly straight to be honest, but it's showing you that they're nearly straight. But if you look there, they're pointing forward, they're not straight down, they go forward. You've got your propeller, building that, then you've got your mirror on your canopy. All the other little parts that to be added. If you're adding any extras, there's some usually you'll tell you canopy, whether you're having it open and closed. These are your extra, adding your extras. Look. You've got on your fuel tank if you're putting them on. That is the last showing you. Ooh, just dropping a few parts off here. And then you've got the colour schemes. So there's the first one. Again, Biggin Hill. You've got two that are very similar for Biggin Hill, which is that one and that one. That one's got, by the looks of the different decal there. And obviously these markings here. To this one here, and this one looks like it's got, looks a bit like Churchill, but I'm not very sure on it. But anyway, it's got different decals there and the different numbers as well. On this side, you've got that colour scheme and very similar again there. That one's got the 8-ball from Pool on it, very different, looks nice actually that. And you've got the Doris tune bar looks of it, I believe. And that one's just gotten the Polish markings and the number of German kills with the little swastikas there. That one hasn't got anything like that on it. So they're just slightly different, there isn't a lot. They're the same pattern paint schemes on both for each, and by the looks of it, yeah. And then you've got, for your rest of your decals after you've put them on, these are all the ones that go on as every model. So no matter which one you're making out of those four, these are the last, the decals for them all. So there's your instructions. Knock to that over. There's your instructions. We'll move on now to the kit itself. We'll start with the big sprue. I don't think I need my knife for these because I think they're sticky, yeah. Get these two out. Three actually, sorry. And those ones there. We'll start with this one. Feel of it, it's a nice, smooth, feels very crisp plastic. This is the sprue, it says G, just tells you what it is, Eduard 172. We've got an exceedingly lot of rivet detail, and I'm not sure you're going to keep all of that. It's that tiny, but there is literally, and I don't know if you can see it because it's that small, but there is hundreds and hundreds of tiny little rivets. That is an amazing 172 detail. Really is. That's really good. I cannot see any flash. Doesn't seem to be any injection pin marks pushing through. Doesn't seem to be anything that's bad at all on that. That looks beautiful. Really does. All of that. You could probably make out quite a lot of that rivet detail on that one there, if you can. Underside, again, absolutely tons of detail. Really is. I know the dear kits these, but you do get what you pay for. You really do. The back, you can see, oh, turn it that way, the inside of the cockpit. There's a bit of detail there, but I believe you're also fitting some, so it's going to end up a lot more than that. Yeah, looks good, that looks really well. Couldn't complain at that. These two is for your tail and looks like some more wing parts, but we'll just have a quick look. Again, there's loads of rivet detail there, lots of it. Beautiful. And both of them there, all of it. There's again no flash. Looks well. And same on the back as well. Yeah, that's sprue D, that one. And we'll just do this one. Like I say, these are the parts for wings. Yeah, that's this one's sprue E. Very similar to the other one, just a few more parts on it. Right, put that away, and we'll get on with this bag. Oh, this one's been folded over a few times by the looks. Probably the same size bag as the other one. Just hard to get a minute. They're alright, these sticky bags, because you can reseal them, but they stick to everything once you do them. Can be a bit of a pain. Now, when I've got my smaller pieces like this, I always check in my bag, make sure there's no fell off. Can't see anything. First part, right, we've got a lot more detail here. So these are your interior of your cockpit, as you can see. Absolutely loads there. Dials, radio, whatever it is, all the bits. And then we've got more small parts here. Some of this is probably going on inside there as well. That looks like your column. These look like them external fuel tank, some bombs, your propeller. The other side, for detail wise, this is the back, so there's not very much at all on it. But yeah, looks okay, that looks nice. They look like some kind of dial, not dials, wheelie stuff or whatever for inside cockpit, I'm not sure. There's lots of them. Put that one to one side. This one, I believe, is the seat here. So we've got parts for seat, and here we go with the dials. This smooth one here will be for if you're going to use your photo etch, I believe. This one here is not. I think it's going to be if you're going to use your decals. You've got your exhausts. We've also got this. That's the seat. Sorry about that. These look like the door for what opens. And then you've got your wheel well covers for when you build your wheel setup. Again, lots of rivets, tons of them. If they stay good, to make a cracking little kit when you put your wash on it, your pin wash. Yeah, so that's all of them parts. Oh, I didn't tell you what sprue that one, and the other one was. That one is B, and the one before it, which I forgot to mention, is that one with the cockpit detail. There it is, A. Sorry about that. The strange one. Does work though. Keeps them nice and secure. Seem to print fantastic though when they're on these. So we've got a wheel of clear canopy parts and other parts, I believe. Some here. We've got, obviously, when it's closed, when it's opened, they look crisp, clear. See through all of them. I can't see any markings anywhere on it, which is what you want when you've got your clear parts. I don't know if you could improve them to make them any better by polishing them and that, because they're that clear through. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful clear parts then. Obviously you can't really see masking sheet, but I can just make out all the cut lines on it, and there's all the unfoot cockpit and everything else. But it's quite handy to have them because it saves trying to do it with your knife and that. The decal sheet, there's two sets. You've got your main set, the big one, and then we've got a little one inside it as well. Some of these little ones, I'm going to be completely honest with you, you'll hardly see them when you put them on, but they can be worth doing. I will take that cover off so you can see them better and you can see the colours. So you've got, this is the one that's for them all four variants get this, and I can actually read location for wingtip, steady and trestle, so that's really good. You've got fuel, 100 octane capacity, 85 gallon. These are tiny decals, and I can read these, so that shows you how well printed they are. Like it says there, not to be walked on. I'm finding with some Eduard decals it can be a mistake to put the softener on after, because it can actually melt them a bit, so I'll be careful again with these ones. I've had others that are absolutely fine, you can put the softener on, they're brilliant. And these, I don't know if they're the peelable decals or not, I will have to see. And we've got, it's either Churchill or it's some character from back there. But you've got your cockpit dial one, obviously if you want to use that. These do look like the peelable ones because they've got a lot of film, transfer film there. Doris June 2. That says, well, that's what it looks like to me. But these always, they look a little bit grainy, a bit not great coloured, but once you peel that film off, they look as if you've just painted them on. They're some of the best decals I've ever done are Eduard's, and this is a new kit. It says 2022. I'm presuming it's a new kit, and you're tending to find the newer the ones are from Eduard, the better the decal is. But they look good. I'm going to have to get some Microsol because I think these ones will go on better with Microsol. I think my Mr. Mart softener's a little bit harsh for them. Well, not softener, setter, sorry. It's a little bit harsh. I think it's melting the outer piece a little bit too much. And put them away. Last but not least, we've got the PE set, photo etch set. Now, no, that's a bit better, you can see a bit better. We've got two part for the cockpit, for the dials, sorry, by the looks. Your seat belt, two parts, vents, they'll be for probably air intake, stuff like that. We've got a few of small parts there. That looks like that black one there is part of the cockpit setup. That one might even be with that little dot. Quite a few little bits. That could even be a crosshair, that. Not sure. That's some more seatbelt parts. 2016 it says Czech Republic. Oh, probably like that, might be a bit better. Just trying to see if I can get it so it's nice and clear for you. A bit closer, yeah. Brilliant, brilliant parts. Just tell you, for it is the kit number and the Spitfire Mark 9. Early version. Says that. And that is the kit done. I always like to put them back in bag. Just make sure it saves them, stops them getting damaged. And I hope that this unboxing has been something you've enjoyed watching. And it didn't get damaged in the parts, and although the box was a bit damaged, the parts are still good, and that's the main thing. If you've enjoyed watching it, give us a thumbs up like usual. Be quite nice to see a few extra subscribers if you can. But other than that, thanks for watching it. Hope it's persuaded you to get one of these if you're thinking on it or not. Will say one thing, looks a lot more detailed and harder than a Spitfire, not Spitfire, sorry, an Airfix Spitfire kit. So if you're wanting just a simple one, probably you'd be better off with Airfix. If you wanted something a bit more challenging, something to get your teeth into, and a heck of a lot more detail on it than any others, definitely looks like this is going to be one of the kits to get. So I'll catch you around later. Cheers.